In the outer rings of the Varente Nebula, deep within the ruins of the ancient Zarn dominion, lay a dying world with one last guardian, a dragon. Not the kind from human fairy tales. This creature was biomechanical, a fusion of organic scales and alien alloys, a living relic of a war long forgotten by most of the galaxy. They called it Drakkar 7, and every known species had marked it as cursed, too violent to tame, too unpredictable to control. The Galactic Concordat had tried to weaponize it. The Vexery had tried to dissect it. Even the wisdom-loving Shilari had declared it a failed experiment of ancient tech magic. But to humans, it was just another classified entry in a database. That is, until a 14-year-old Earthborn orphan named Kale Rennick arrived. Kale wasn't supposed to be out there. He had stowed away on a cargo ship bound for mining operations, fleeing yet another foster station that couldn't understand him. All he had was a scavenged satchel, a tech-hack translator chip, and a strange, dragon-shaped pendant he'd worn his whole life. The only thing left from the parents he never knew, when the ship crash-landed near the ruins of XARN4 only. Kale survived. He awoke surrounded by crumbling temples, glowing glyphs, and a terrifying presence. A shadow moved in the thick red mist. It wasn't a hallucination. It was Drakkar-7. The dragon's massive body hissed as steam rose from vents along. Its spine, its metal wings, ragged but still majestic, blocked the twin suns above. Its eyes, a blend of liquid gold and machine lens, locked onto Kale. Any other species would have run. Kale stood up. The pendant around his neck pulsed for the first time in his life. Drakkar to 7 stopped mid-step. A sound rumbled in the boy's head. Not a growl, not a roar, but a voice. "You bear the seal of the first." Kale blinked. "What?" The pendant lit up again, and suddenly the ancient alien symbols engraved on it started shifting, translating, until Kale could read them in his own language. Only one with a human heart may wake the last flame. The dragon circled him, sniffing, studying. Its voice again echoed in his mind, this time gentler. "You are." The flame bonded. No one had used that title in 10,000 years. In a flash of memories not his own, Kale saw a vision. Humans riding dragons, not mythical creatures, but Zarnian biomechs like Drakkar 7, soaring into battle, holding back the Void Walkers, who had once threatened all life. Humans hadn't just survived the ancient wars. They had let them. Drakkar-7 bowed low, wings folding with mechanical grace. Kale Rennick had just become the last Dragon Rider. The galaxy didn't believe the first reports. A human child riding a Class Omega asset through deep space, breaking blockade lines, scattering pirate fleets like dust. The Concordat dismissed it as propaganda. Then came the footage. Then came the fire. Kale, now bonded to Drakkar 7, was no ordinary pilot. He didn't command a dragon. They merged, mentally and emotionally. Drakkar's ancient weapon systems, plasma breath, stellar shields, temporal armor, responded to Kale's instincts and heart rate. Kale's first real test came when the Skrull Syndicate unleashed a planet-killer torpedo on the trade world of Genta 5. The Concordat's fleet was too far. Evacuation was impossible. Drakkar 7 descended like a meteor through the planet's orbit. Kale guided his companion directly into the torpedo's path, sinking with the dragon's inner core. In a supernova of blue fire. The torpedo was atomized, and the legend was born. Galactic races that once dismissed humanity now whispered their name with awe. In fear. The flame-bonded rides again. Humanity's dragons are real. Beware the necklace. It chooses. But it wasn't power Kale sought. It was truth. Who were the flame-bonded? Why had their legacy been buried? And why had no other species succeeded in bonding with the dragons? He found answers in a broken Zarn archive buried beneath the twin moons of Ural. The dragons had been built not as weapons, but as guardians of conscience. Their creators, an ancient alliance of Zarn and humans, had encoded them with emotion-sensitive only allowing full activation when paired with a species capable of empathy and sacrifice. Every other species had failed. Only humans. Reckless, hopeful, defiant, had the heart required. Ko Rennick became more than a symbol. He became a spark. Across colonies, other human children began discovering old necklaces, forgotten pendants, and family heirlooms long misunderstood. Each one activated a long silent dragon hidden somewhere in the galaxy. And thus, the Dragon Guard of Sol was reborn. Galactic empires took notice. Treaties shifted. Threats of war vanished in the wake of blue firestorms and roaring wings. What began with a stowaway orphan and a cursed dragon became a movement. No one had wanted the dragons, but humanity didn't just want them. They understood them. And that made all the difference. 1,000 stars away, Ko stood atop a cliff on a newly terraformed world, watching the sunrise with Drakkar beside him. "I'm not special," he said quietly. "I was just the first two." Listen, Drakkar's eyes glowed warmly. Sometimes that is all the galaxy needs.